Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about Tampa Bay Buccaneers cornerback Zyon McCollum. Is he the new cornerback one for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I want to read you guys a quote from Todd Bowles on April 1st. When asked on if cornerback Jamel Dean is still the team's top starting cornerback, Todd Bowles had this to say. Like I said, everybody's position is up for grabs. I think Zyon McCollum is probably 1A, 1B because Zion stayed healthier during the year. Dean has to get healthy. He comes in and he plays. He can't play half a year every couple of years. He understands he has to stay healthy and he's doing everything he can to be healthy, but we have to have some depth there just in case. If somebody comes in and competes with him, he's going to have to compete. So I believe that is obviously referencing that battle at cornerback one between Zyon McCollum and Jamel Dean. And I will talk about Jamel Dean in a separate video, probably referencing the same quote. But today I wanted to focus on Zyon McCollum because the growth of McCollum has been awesome to see, especially for a fifth-round cornerback, folks, who's only 26 years old. I believe he's going to get an absolute bag. Will it be from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I don't know. But I do know this. Last year was a very, very solid year for McCollum. I mean, you even take a look at this Denver game. He had an elite defensive grade in that week 3 matchup where he had a 90.8 overall grade, folks. It's pretty darn good, right? I mean, pretty darn good. Now, he did have his, not great matchups against teams like the San Francisco 49ers, the Los Angeles Chargers in there as well, but more times than not, he was posting pretty solid grades. In fact, we go all the way down here to the season-by-season grade of Pro Football Focus. I mean, take a look at this, guys. The growth and improvement from McCollum is evident. I mean, a overall defensive grade of 46.3 jumps up to 50.4 in Season 2, jumps up to 67.4 in Season 3. It's pretty darn good, right? The run defense grade went from 37.3, bumped up to 71.7, bumped back down to 65.2, but still stayed in that green area. Tackling has been a bit rough for McCollum. In fact, I want to see if we can go over to the missed tackle percentage. Here we go. So he did improve from a 32% missed tackle percentage to 12.8 and 23, but then back up to 17.2 and 24. So he did struggle in 24 in terms of tackling. Pass rush, for some reason, was fantastic. I mean, went from 59.1 up to 60, up to 74.2 over that 3-year gap. But look at the coverage grade, folks. I mean, a 51.4 grade in 22, dipped a little bit to 46.3 in year number 2, but then shot up to 66.1 in 24. I mean, basically an improvement of 20 points overall to his overall coverage grade. It just goes to show that McCollum has been growing tremendously as a defender. And if you look, he's playing more snaps every single year. 278 in year 1, 870 year 2, 1,123 in year number 3. Part of that is due to health as well, but also part of that is getting more opportunities and just showing that he can be a starting cornerback in this league. We're seeing the evidence here. You even get this quote from Todd Bowles that says, yeah, I mean, he's basically competing with Jamel Dean for spot number 1, in part because of Jamel Dean's health, but also in part because we're seeing year-to-year improvement, right? And I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a tricky situation with McCollum being in a contract year, right? Because if we're talking about him potentially being a cornerback 1 on this roster, even despite bringing in Benjamin Morrison and Jacob Parrish in this most recent NFL draft, McCollum's going to get paid, right? And in my opinion, I don't think you can stand to pay McCollum and Jamel Dean at the same time. I believe Jamel Dean has one more year in his contract after this upcoming season. The Buccaneers may have a very tough decision to make. Are you going to keep Zyon McCollum or are you going to keep Jamel Dean? What player are you going to roll with there? I don't know. It's a very legitimate question. I think that I will continue this conversation in that specific portion of the conversation in the Jamel Dean video, but I do think that there is a very legitimate chance that bringing back McCollum is on the table, right? And at a high price tag at that. I'm curious to see what his contract expectations are going to be this upcoming season in terms of his market value. I would love to see what his market value is. So let's see if we can find some 2026 free agents and see what the potential is here in earning for McCollum. So Zion, there's Mike Evans, obviously. He's going to be getting some type of big contract. McCollum's going to be further on down the list here, considering he is a rookie after all, playing in the final rookie year of his deal. Okay, that is Riley Dixon. McCollum is going to be even further down here, especially being a 5th round pick. Logan Hall is there. Let's see if we can find Mr. Zyon McCollum. Okay, that's Sterling Shepard. I guess I could just search for it real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. We found Zyon McCollum. So they don't have a market value yet for McCollum, but you're talking about a guy who's making, $3.4 million in this final year of his contract. Whereas, he's probably going to be getting a lot more than that going forward. So, yeah, I think the point being is this. I do believe there is a legitimate chance that bringing Zyon McCollum back is on the table for the Bucs. I think they should consider it. And honestly, based on how we've seen the improvement of McCollum in recent years, I really do believe you can consider him as your new cornerback one going forward over a guy like Jamel Dean. So what do you guys think about Zyon McCollum? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about him down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now and go Bucs.